Oh, what up, fuckers? Damn, why do I do that? So I went to fucking Dr. News today. Picked up some shit. Also went to this little action figure store that was right next to it. I can't remember the name of it. But I told you I was on a Firefly fucking... I was in some Firefly shit. Alright, first one. You know what? I don't even have everybody. Alright, so this guy is gonna go up there with them. And I was honestly looking for a Spider-Man because I've been on a Spider-Man kick, but I saw this, saw the price, and the only thing I could think of is that scene in Flashpoint when he's fighting Amazonians. Here, let me see if I can get some better lighting on this thing in here. Yeah. Wait, hang on. That's kind of blinding the camera. Yeah. Check that out, dude. That's Grifter from Flashpoint. Well, not from Flashpoint. I think he has some other stuff. Damn, that looks cool as fuck. So I'm going to open this one. This one is kind of just bullshit. You know what I mean? Not bullshit. It's cool, but this is the meat and potatoes. This is what I went there for. What the fuck? All right. First up, I got Wash. That's cool as... motherfucker. That's cool as fuck, dude. I got Wash. Here, maybe this is better. Is this better? Hang on. Either way, this is some... I should have... What up, Justin? What up, man? Check this shit out. You ever seen Firefly? I can't figure out good lighting for this shit. But basically, it was a TV show, and the premise was space cowboys, and Nathan Fillion was there. I do need like a warm light key or something to show this shit off. But I found this. This wasn't expensive either, dude. It's not nice, but it's like a cool little collector's thing. And then I couldn't leave. Let me get that price tag off. Hang on. It's gonna be a bitch to get off. All right, I'm gonna get that off later. And then I got fucking Malcolm. Oh, Fillion himself. Now these I'm gonna leave in the package. I'm probably gonna put them somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. I fucking love Manor Lords. Did I put a lot of time into that game? I'm probably gonna put that shit somewhere in there. Yeah. I think I should probably turn that shelf into some shit. Wait, maybe I play... Is Manor Lords the first one or the second one? I think I played the second one. But I also got Grifter. I don't know if you've ever seen the Flashpoint animation, but Flashpoint was kind of the first comic book series that I ever fucking got into. And it was Grifter was in that. He was one of my favorite characters in that. But in the animation, dude, he's like fighting the oh wait, yeah, I don't know what Manor Lords is. I'm thinking of Banner Lords. I think that the first one is Manor Lords, and I think the second one is Banner Lords. But he's fighting these Amazonians, and he gets hit a couple times with some arrows, and he shoots them all in the head each one that hits him, and he gets one right between the eyes, but on his way down, shoots that fucker in the head, so he gets like 5 kills in that one go. It was badass. It was a good scene. And then also, this is the whole reason I went. I found out. I think I do know what Manor Lords is. Do they have a mobile? I think they might have a mobile. But I found out Firefly continues from the movie Serenity in a graphic novel. So I got the first 3 of the continuation. So I think it went by stories of 3. So 3 books is one complete story. So this is the return to the Earth that was. This is the one that was just right there, or right immediately after the movie. And then I also got all 3 of these. Oh, this is the cool one. This one is the Unification War. So I think this is about um, the opening scene with Malcolm, and he's with all the people. And I think this is that war that he's in, which is fucking cool. But that's the cover. Oh shit! I go. That's the cover, motherfucker, for the Unification War. That's cool as fuck. And this has Wash and Jane and everybody in there too. So maybe, oh, this might be the story of how we get introduced. Well, we know how they got introduced to Jane. Yeah, never mind. We figured that out in the show. But this is the continuation. So this is right after. This is the immediate scene. If you're in the movie, this is the next scene we get. And they are coming out with an animated show soon. But I mean animation. I'm excited for it, but I do wish it was live action. And I wish maybe they would put down Malcolm. Malcolm's had his run. I do think maybe it's time for like next generation. Maybe he has a son or a daughter. That's the part 2. That's part 2. That's just cool as fuck. They're on Earth, which they were on. The last planet they went to, I think, was Megan or Meredith or Megan or something, and it was taken out by Pax. And then last but not least, we have a part 3. The part 3 adds this guy. I don't know who the fuck that is. It looks like Wash. It can't be Wash. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know. I'm not gonna do any spoilers or anything, but it can't be Wash. No, but this shit looks cool as fuck, dude. I'm really excited to see that. I kind of want to see some of the art that they've got. No, but I can hear it cracking. I don't know where I want to put these yet. Actually, I do. I'm going to put these over here for now. I may find a motherfucker. I may find a separate spot. He just lost his damn shotgun. Motherfucker, he lost his damn shotgun. Drop that bitch down behind him now. Fuck. Sorry, I keep being pistol. Might have to be drinking this. Fuck, that fucked up the whole scene though, man. If I had him cool loading in a shotgun. So I just be sitting here chilling. Drinking his beer. Here we go. Hell yeah. But then I do want to put these up. Not quite down there yet, but I can move that up a little bit. Let me check this shit out. Oh, but it's fucking No, I can't really. That's kind of stuck in a spot. Y'all think right here? Or maybe over here. Huh. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking either on that spot, but I was also thinking move my books, because I've got a little bookshelf going on right over there. So I was thinking move the books into the cubbies and taking all of my boxes and kind of making a sort of wall with them, stack them on top of each other and shit like that, and just have it lined up the wall. And then I would that would move up some space right here, and I would put it. I would probably hang the Firefly figures like right here. I don't know. Hang on, let me reconvene, because I got the globe and shit too. Huh. And I really only have 4 boxes. Although that would look nice over there. 4 boxes. 2 of them are the thing. I got 2 McCready's. I need to open up my stream manager. You know what fucking happened to me today, Justin? I'm sitting there. Okay, so backstory. My cook is like a very open guy over at the other place I work at. Open sexually guy. But he gifted me 2 cock rings for Christmas and a butt plug. But he brought me the butt plug and it was a vibrating butt plug. So I guess he just wanted me to experiment a little bit. I'll take a finger every now and then. I'm online. Maybe I shouldn't talk about all that. Oh fuck, Rockmore's a good place, man. I was looking at that shit. But yeah, but to keep going on, he got me this vibrating butt plug. And there's a message in the fucking group chat today. It's a picture of a butt plug, and it goes, "Just curious, who?" I fucking grabbed it, and I didn't take the butt plug home with me. I hid it under the bar because I didn't know if I was gonna use it. I didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I didn't want it, but I felt bad telling him no to his face. So I kind of put it behind my bar, under the bar. She cleaned out under the bar. There's a picture. Whose vibrating butt plug is this? I mean, I could not claim it. You know what I mean? I couldn't leave something like that up in the air. So I sent Monsters Inc. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna show everybody. I didn't know what else to send, so I thought this would be funny as fuck. I sent this GIF. It's Mike Wazowski, and he says, "Now you put that thing back where you got it, or so help me." And I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. I can't show a butt plug over here, can I? No, I can't. Yeah, that's how my fucking day went, man. And then I gotta go to the comic book store, so it's alright, it's a win-win. I do kind of want to open this bad bitch up. I wish I had an arrow, though, to put through his head. That's the only thing that was screaming to me, that one scene of him fucking boom, arrow right to the head as he's going down. That's what I said. I said it was Nick's. I said, it was Nick's. I thought I lost it. Nick got it for me. I thought I lost it. And then I waited like 5 minutes and I go, "It's unused. Scout's honor." I thought that was just topping off with a cherry, dude. I thought that was funny as fuck. Throwing knives and shit all over the place. I'm gonna. Oh. At the end of the day, though, this is really just a DC multiverse. It's not like this is like a crazy sought after collectible, but I don't want to be known as the guy that damages his boxes. So I am gonna just clip this before I get a little overzealous. Alright. Check that shit out, dude. That's cool as fuck. He looks badass. Dude, 10-year-old Jacob would have freaked the fuck out. Yeah, that's true. Well, she said she's gonna take it and re-gift it to me, so then I responded, I just quotation, re-gift it to me, you're taking that shit to use it, alright? I mean, you can have it, I'm not worried about it, but don't front like I'm gonna see that shit again in a year. And if I do, it's probably been used, I don't want that. You gotta be real with us here, I was honest. I sought after this conversation, dude, I didn't have to respond. You gotta be honest with me. You're gonna take that vibrating butt plug and use it, and no shame. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty open guy too. I almost went into some shit, but I'm live. I'm on the internet. God forbid. Damn, dude, he's got some good articulation. You can't really see the joints because of his jacket. This is a solid figure right here. Although the only thing is his neck. I do wish he had a little bit more neckage. Or we put it up at the bar and somebody starts pissing us off, dude. We tell him that it's been used and we start fucking with him. I got a gun, I can. His legs, dude. It's crisp. That's a crisp bend. He's got some foot axles going on. Foot axleage going on. Overall, I'm happy. It was $20. It's not that crazy for a figure, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's pretty damn high quality for $20. But I was at a store. I wasn't at like, they had customs. I've never seen a store with customs. When I was a kid, I used to scroll on this custom website and look at all the custom action figure jobs they were doing. I've never seen an actual custom other than the ones that I took Sharpie to. I made a Red Hood out of one. I made like War Machine and I painted his face red and I tried to make him Red Hood. But he's got swords. I don't know how I'm supposed to pose him with these fucking swords. He is kind of square body. He's a little bit square body. Here we go. Alright. He's got a stand. Oh, but you have to tear it from the box. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave that stand in there. That there. Get some swords here. Sorry, he's got a knife and sword. Comes with a pretty badass katana. And then that little hunter's knife. Yeah, I've seen some Warhammer shit. I'm not big into Warhammer. I've tried. Helldivers got me. I'm massive into Helldivers. But I haven't. I know Warhammer's got all the lore, but that takes effort. You know what I mean? I haven't put any effort to learn all the shit for it. It's like Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I haven't been able to get into it. Like superheroes, comic books, and shit like that. I've had to fucking jumpstart on that. But now if I learn a whole new one, it's like, God. I struggled with Dune a little bit, but then Dune got me. I'm pretty decently into Dune. Star Wars couldn't, although I was talking to the guys, Firefly recently got me. Firefly's cool. There's no, like, aliens or anything like that, like crazy aliens. We're still the only species so far. But it's like space cowboys, rather, so they go to war and whatnot, and on the edge of space is where they hang out, where there's not much technology and shit like that. They had the basics to get to space. That one got me. I'm not going to lie to you. But the guy was at the comic book store. He said Star Wars is kind of like fantasy mixed with space. So, like Lord of the Rings mixed with space, you know what I mean? And I've never thought about it from that lens. But that does make a lot of sense. I'm not a big fantasy guy. I'm a big medieval guy, but I'm not a big fantasy guy. I like medieval wars and shit like that. Or like The King with Chalamet. That was a good fucking movie. Alright, how do I have to figure out how to position this? Alright, I'm liking that. How we feeling? That's a good pose right there. I'm thinking he's got the sword resting on his little shoulder right there. Maybe I should turn the sword a little bit like that. And he's got the knife in his hand. It's a solid pose. He looks menacing. He looks standing there. Now I gotta fit him up here. He's gotta stay. I need some of that tack. I saw some guy with some tack. And it made his fingers stay. That seemed like a good idea for me. Bam. Okay. Decently sturdy. That's the new one. Wait, that's Alf. That one's Alf. Let me see if I could. That's the new one. Right there. Looks intimidating. I feel like McCready's kind of. Where's a good spot for him? Right there, maybe? I just dropped his shotgun earlier. He was standing there, and he had the shotgun flipped, and he was loading it in upside down. I forget that move, what the name is for it. But hell yeah! Not too bad, dude. Looks good. I need a case. I'm thinking this may become a case eventually. But I think I'm gonna try and do that, what I was just talking about doing. And have that be like a box wall. Come on now. Don't fuck with me. There you go. Because I got that there. I got the boxes there already. They got the cool boxes there. Ain't got shit on Grifter. Grifter ain't got shit on them. I might do his backwards. Alright, moment of truth. We're gonna have to make the spin wheel. There's all of this. Do these even fit in there? Yeah. They sure will. Okay, those are not the books I'm thinking about. These are. Now this is all the other shit I got. This was pretty good. This one's not that bad. I haven't finished it. I started it a long fucking time ago, but it's pretty damn good, I will say. I kind of stopped reading comic books for a little bit. I forget the premise. Maybe I'm not thinking of this one. Maybe I'm thinking of, oh, shit! Oh. Look at that. I found a half of a $20 bill in here. Oh, no, that's a little bit more than half. You think the bank will exchange that? We might find out. Let's see what else we got in this one. Okay. Nothing. But no, that one wasn't that bad. This one was kind of a wing it. I didn't know if I'd like this one. Now this one, I don't know why, but my grandmama knew I was, she knew I was into comic books. So she got me these comic books called Preacher when I was a kid, and I had a bunch of issues. She got a bunch of them. I think they were on deal or something. She got I had probably 30 Preacher comic books. It's not at all, it is about a preacher, but it's about a preacher who has the ability to tell people what to do, and they listen to him. And there's a guy named Butthole Face who is a kid who tried to kill himself and it didn't work. And there's a whole story on why he tried to kill himself. It's been a while, but basically God's missing in heaven and he's going on a mission to find him. So it was not something I probably should have been reading. There's like nudity. There's it's just very graphic type. This is one of the scenes. Now this one isn't that bad. Well, I don't know if I can show that actually. Oh no, I don't think I can show that. Fuck, I already did. Let's hope I don't get in trouble for that. She did have some fucking crazy ass stuff going on. Is this bad? This isn't bad. This is just him yelling at him. Okay, so this is the type of fucking artwork that they had. But imagine it's very dark. Yeah, imagine it's gory as well. It's very realistic, kind of. I want to call that hyper-realistic. I can't show blood on here either, can I? Oh no, but that one it was one I went and looked for. This one, let me check. No, this one isn't. This one isn't what I thought it was. I haven't even started this one, I don't think. I think it was about a cop. Something about, you know. It's like the mob, and there's demons and shit in it. Oop, oop, oop. And this one is phenomenal. This is so good, dude. Powers is great. It's kind of like The Boys. I could equate it kind of like The Boys, but you're a cop. Fuck, it's been so long. The guy's a cop who used to be a superhero. Now he's with another superhero, and I think somebody's going around and killing all of them. And he's the guy on the case. And he gets a partner who I don't think she has powers. But this is getting Schedule 1 is other. Oh, what? Like weather. What? You can change the weather and shit now? It's not that bad. This one's getting an animated TV show, though. That I'm excited as fuck for, dude. I'm very excited for that one. Then I've got Invincible. I used to have all of like the first half of this story, but I lost it in the move. I had the big compendium. Ah, okay. And then this was another Wing It. I haven't tried this. Actually, no, I think I did try this one. It's a multiverse story, I believe. He's got a bunch of them coming after him. Dude, he looked cool. I like the way he looked. And this one is evil. This one's bad, dude. This one's really bad. It's about, basically, the premise is zombies, if they're not just zombies, if they're human beings and they have all of their capabilities, they just want to murder. So like serial killer shit, like they'll string you up and cut you. They're not like out of it, they just want to kill and murder and shit. And that one was pretty bad. And then I got Shirtless Bear Fighter. This is just quick and fun, dude. I did enjoy this, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would probably buy the second one. It's pretty good. It's just cool art. You know what I mean? But it's been a while since I read all these bitches. It's been a while since I read a comic book at all, or any book, except for the Bible. That's about it. Oh, fuck. Fucking Casey Jones. Damn, he fucked up his leg. I had that perfect. There we go. Then I've got The Art of War. This one I'm pretty proud of. This one's a nice copy. Yeah, fuck all that shit, dude. I was sick on Tuesday. I'm still a little bit sick, but I had some time to fucking heal up because I went to the doctor. They had me all day on Wednesday, and I had a doctor's note. I'm so sorry, dude, but I was sick as a dog. I had to go home. This just looks cool. It's in that cool fucking. I don't even know what you would call it. It does have a mark right here though. I don't know what that's from. It's coming off. I probably just made it a lot worse. Oh well. It's not. I don't think this is like a collector's edition or anything, but it is cool. It's binded in a really cool way. I don't think I've finished this. I did start reading it. But each page is like 2 pages, I think. No. You had Mein Kampf, dude? What the fuck, Justin? I'm just kidding. The Pursuit of Knowledge. This is a nice copy, this shit, though. This is fucking hard, dude. Should I put this with the comics? I don't know, maybe not. I'm gonna put them on their own shelf. Then I've got this one, the Chronological Study Bible. I think I just found this at Barnes & Noble and thought it was cool. It's got pictures of all like archaeological findings and shit like that. That one comes in handy, I would say. That was a solid purchase. Fuck off, Casey Jones. Damn. I got this. This is a Catholic Bible. I was going through my, like I was searching for shit phase, and I gave the Catholics a try. A lot of people listen to this. I don't know. It's the same premise of my other Bible I have. I forget the names of them. I know this one's Roman Catholic. There's King James Version. There's New King James Version. And there's another one. I can't remember the other one. But the other one is the one that I have. Yeah, you do have to do that. If something has gone this wrong down this avenue, I mean, you got to understand where they got. I get what you're saying. Like, you have to understand what led him down this path. I mean, something had to have led him down this path. I completely understand what you're saying. I've looked, I just haven't found a copy. I haven't pulled the trigger and bought it. I have this, which is, I mean, this is about manipulation, how to influence, the psychology of persuasion. I don't know. It was all about manipulation. That's not what I'm trying to get though from when I'm reading. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to learn how to manipulate or. I definitely, for a little bit, I was trying to learn all that shit, and that's not my goal. I'm not trying to manipulate people or get them to like do things for me. It's not. Like, I like sales and all that shit for a little bit, but that's my goal is not to just get people to do things for me all the time. You know what I mean? There's a certain time for that and everything, and it got to a point where I felt like that was all me, was just trying to manipulate and shit. I wasn't about, I think, reading too much about it, trying to learn all about it. Fucked me up a little bit. It was kind of making me a piece of shit, dude. So I got out of reading stuff like that. I went and got a Bible. I started reading that, but I gave that Bible to Jenna. I don't know if you remember Jenna. She said she needed a Bible. It was a red copy, King James Version. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of people now that are kind of swapping sides. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I haven't read Mein Kampf or listened to anything, but there's a lot of Hitler love that I'm seeing, which is dangerous. I mean, if it's all left up to a conspiracy theory, that's dangerous. Not conspiracy theory, but something that's not. No, that's be conspiracy theory, not in a derogatory term, but it's left up in the air. I've seen a lot of Hitler love here recently. And I don't know, man. It's freaking me out. Not freaking me out because I'm just going to clock out, do my shit, not pay attention to whatever they're doing, whatever's going on. But I'd be lying if I felt, if it didn't freak me out just a tad bit. It damn sure does. You never know what people are going through, man. I feel like it talks about I got another one of these. That's what I've read too. Is that is it his personal journal, or is it a biography written by him? Is it like a what's the word I'm thinking of? A code that he's saying to live by? I can't think of the word. Alright. I got my hot sauce in the way. Let's move this. So what? Yeah, I think I heard that it was either that or it was what fucking word am I thinking of? It was either that or his something, where like you leave behind, you know you're gonna die, and you write it for people for when you're dead. I can't remember. But if it's his personal journal, then yeah, absolutely. There's no reason anybody should be coming after you for reading that. I mean, who would not want to read the inner thoughts of a madman? Especially if you think that you're strong enough to read that and not be influenced by it. Yeah. I mean, I get all that, man. I got my own wild theories, but I'm not putting it out there on the live interwebs. I got my own wild theories about that, though. I'll tell you next time I see you. You might look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Because honestly, what I think is probably a lot less believable than none of it ever happened. But who knows, really? None of us were ever there. They've had a chance to completely rewrite everything. 2 times over, probably. Alright, you seen the vision? You seen the vision I got here now, man? Get a little wall going? Can I stack them? That's the real question. Wait, I thought we said that we killed him. It was Russia that said that they got him? I thought we claimed we got him. I can somewhat stack them. Although, if I could find my push pins, I could hang them. My fucking phone's dead. So, oh, okay. That's confirmed? That was a lie? Is this all... Where are we seeing these documents at? Like, how would we even know? What form of document could confirm that someone had died? Death certificates? But I mean, you could forge those. I don't know, man. He was obsessed with certain shit. People writing in their journals and shit. I forgot where I was going with that last point. I think it might be best if I didn't say it. I'm not TV. I got some wild theories though, man. He was obsessed. Oh, that's right. That's what I was saying. He was obsessed with certain shit. You know what I mean? Not completely obsessed, but like that wasn't his whole MO. But he definitely spent time looking for specific things, which could do crazy things. Supposedly, they were rumored. Motherfucker! I don't know where my push pins are. mean, I believe it. I thought the whole thing was he killed himself. Didn't he swallow a pill or something? That's what we were told. Or he shot himself in the head. Now I gotta figure out what to do with this. And I didn't need my push pins for that. Dude, but I don't know where my thumbtacks went. That's some grade A horse shit right there. He shot himself. Can we say that on here? Can I say shot himself? We're talking about historical. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get that. Maybe him being obsessed with those things is... you know what? I never thought about that. Meth head would be obsessed with those things. But, I don't know, man. We'll talk. We'll talk when I'm not live about it. And you know what? None of my claims have any... historical or like physical evidence. I'm just saying it so that way if it's true, I was the guy that knew it. Just a gut feeling, really. Then check that shit out, dude. The Thing script. It was signed. My old lady got me this, actually. It's cool as fuck. That's a good gift. Not yet, man. I've seen a bunch of Hitler love on the fucking internet. It's a little bit freaky. I'm not saying I know for sure what happened or whatnot. You know, I wasn't there. Anything ain't gonna happen. But what this guy's accused of doing, which, again, you can accuse anybody of doing anything and then take their merit away if that's what we went off of. They didn't snag his DNA or something? Do we have any Hitler DNA that we could compare to? There's gotta be something. A cup he drank from. There's gotta be some form of residue left behind that we can fucking test. I don't know, this has got to be front and center. This has got to be up there. I don't think I can be touching this with my hands. I am. It's also not in like a proper binding folder thing. I definitely think I should probably hang those. But I need my damn thumbtacks. Justin, what happened to Glock? I thought you were going to Glock, dude. I thought about fucking applying there. Just cause, dude, that would be badass as fuck. You think I can use zip ties? Zip ties. Fuck no, I can't use zip ties. Let me see what else we got. Oh, that looks pretty damn solid though. I've been taking it at home ones for the last month and they're all fails. What was I saying? At home what? You've been. What do you mean taking out home ones? Are you working there? You're taking some of them bitches home? It might be going over my head a little bit. Or are you... Oh. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that. You're on a fucking manufacturing line. They're gonna need that shit. Hell yeah, they are. Fuck. Fuck off. Fuck off. Damn. Can I hide that shit better? Can't even fucking see it when I do that. Ugh. Hell yeah. And they all fell down. Oh my fuck. Need that. Ah, yeah, shit. They had this tack stuff. It's like putty. And I'm probably gonna get some of that. But that comes with like a nice ass glass case and shit when like you got them up doing scenes. Like I could, I don't know, maybe cut out an arrow and get some blood graphics and set up that scene of him getting shot in the head with the arrow. I'm not there yet though in my collection. I'm not able to do that. He holds onto his shit real well though. He didn't drop nothing. There we go. Ow. Need to make him straighter. Alright. Fucker. Alright. Back up and running. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad company, man. Not a bad company at all. And you've learned gunsmithing, which you could, I mean, at least that's a side gig you can do on the side as well. Or I don't know if you learned gunsmithing immediately from the position, but you can definitely pick some shit up along the way. That's a skill you're never not gonna need, you know what I mean? that anymore. This one here. These are from when I was trying to fix my chair. That I do need. Damn! That's not bad, dude. And I bet you get discounts or at least fucking free work whenever you need it. I don't know, should I leave all this shit up there too? Because I was thinking these, because there's 5 total, right? So I've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad at all, man. That's pretty damn good. If you're able to get, I mean, you probably couldn't go on a binge and buy like a whole fucking bunch of them, but that's not a bad gig at all, dude. Alright, so I'm thinking for now, just put them right here. Just for now. I'm gonna take this one. Sick. Maybe I should. Ah, there's another one. Fuck off. There we go. Fucking A. Fucking A. Come on, fucking A, you fucker. There we go. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Not too shabby. Maybe have him. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying to have him fucking sitting on the Twitch side? Fuck. And then have that up there. But Alf isn't on display when I do that. I won't be able to do that with Grifter. I'll have to put it front ways. I'll have to do that. I'll find something to do with this. I don't know, what are we thinking? Yeah, not too bad. Now we got the books down there. We got the fucking boxes over there. I'm gonna have to, I want Grifter to be backwards, right? I don't know, that'll stay. That'll stay. I got fucking McCready hanging on the side. But that's my immediate backdrop too. So I gotta get out the way. I like it, I like it. I don't think Alf should be in the middle though. Maybe swap him with Grifter? Yeah. Or maybe move Casey Jones down. We got Alf and leave Grifter. No. Alf there. Put Grifter right there. Better? I like that better. Hell to the fuck yeah. only thing is the Velcro on these boxes went out a long time ago. Come on, you fuck. That's gonna fall. Definitely gonna fall. I can put this. These could just be little shelf decorators. Keep my books in line. Okay, this one I'll put up here. Dude, but I want the Bob Ross mints. I want those on display here. Hell yeah. Terminator's table. Oh, it won't let you post links? Did it just delete everything you said? What is streamer light? What is that? How do I get Streamlabs off? I need some kind of moderator though, I do. But how do I get a different moderator? Fuck you, Grifter. Fucking falling again, dude. It's not the time for falling. Damn, dude, this is a cool ass figure though. Look at that. A massive light? Yeah. I need one that's right close to me. Dude, but I hate playing a game with that fucking shit in my face. I like a dark room, but I guess maybe my camera ain't good enough for it. Oh, a streamer light is what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hell yeah. You can't even tell what that shit is. Just gonna put it right there. Put the Bob Ross mint down there too. Caravelli watch case. Fuck. That's really just for me. So I'm gonna put that there. Got my granddad's harmonica. Great granddad's harmonica. It's pretty cool. Hang on. Is that loud? Fucking move this shit back. I just gave you a fucking once in a lifetime show, Justin. Ain't nobody ever gonna get that. Mississippi Harmonica Co. Says this was Poppy's. I hope you learn how to play. I love you, Jacob. This is my great-granddad's. I never learned how to play. Probably should. Otherwise, I'm gonna get up there, pearly gates. He's gonna be giving me some shit for that. Now, what do I do with this? This is cool as fuck. This has got to be on display somewhere. What do we feel about? No, that won't work. Oh damn, we've had Crimson Desert fucking playing in the background this whole time. Nice. Alright, for now, my friend. Oh, I can't even fit in there. Fuck. Alright, for now, my friend, you're gonna go. Come on home. No, it's not enough. Not enough, not enough. See this fat ass, Justin? I saw you looking, dude. I saw you. That's fucking cool, dude. My stepmom, she has a tub. Not a tub, but like a... Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I've been doing my squats. Like a cool wooden box that her granddad had. Come on. Come on, mama. Check that shit out. Can't nobody know what the fuck it is, though. That's just a folder thing. I'm gonna have to get a new folder for sure. But yeah, that shit had like his military helmet in there. Didn't have any of his old like uniforms or anything, but that would have been sick as fuck. Some people have like fucking pistols off the Germans that their granddads took. That's solid. That's a pretty solid fucking hand-me-down. That'd be cool as fuck for my great-grandkid to be opening up a pistol that I got off of a guy who's trying to... Although, we don't know these days. You never know. Alright. Not too shabby. I got on McCready, sitting on a McCready sign. I got Captain Malcolm Reynolds right there, and Wash. Justin, have you seen Firefly? Oh, damn. Oh, that fucking sucks. Damn. A purple heart is crazy. That's cool ass shit, dude. I thought about maybe getting into Magic the Gathering. They have Magic the Gathering little things in my comic book shop. I don't know if I'm that cool though. I was big into Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. Like a young kid though. Once I got older, I kind of got out of the card games. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm gonna read these Firefly books though. This shit is cool. I'm gonna do that tonight. So now I've reorganized a little bit. I got some shit going on. I need to widen my screen, maybe get rid of this overlay. This chat takes up a lot. I might reconvene. I do like this dungeon. Like this shit. That, just the, like that looks cool as fuck. But maybe I need to set up a scene without the big ass overlay. The intermission overlay. Oh, fuck, so he doesn't even have he has like a fucking Korean Medal of Honor? A Korean Purple Heart? Oh no, the medal, he had a Purple Heart, a Medal of Honor. Yeah, he had a Korean Purple Heart. That's cool as fuck. Somebody's got it. They have no idea the history that they're holding in their hands, dude. That's cool. They may never. They probably won't ever put in research to find out where that went. It has fucking history, dude. That's crazy. That always blew my mind, too. Like, how are you going to tell me that, say I had, okay, we can use a Purple Heart, and say I put it in my car, right? Some person that has never done anything to get to, like, do that can just take something that I put a lot of value on only because of what it meant to me, and take it, and now it's theirs, and they have a whole different set of values that they can put on it for their own reasons. They could choose to not value it, or they could choose to value it for a different set of reasons. Oh, so the Medal of Honor, so he has a Korean Medal of Honor, but he has the United States Purple Heart. That's a cool combo to have, dude. That's a badass combo, man. I don't know, maybe they did see it and they were responsible with it, and they were like, you know what, dude, somebody, let me figure out how this even came to be. He sounds like a badass, man. He sounds like a pretty damn cool guy. I only do that shit in my brain. I've never done any crazy shit like that. That is crazy, heroic ass shit, man. They were forced to do that kind of stuff, dude. Now we live in a world where I could get food delivered straight to my house, and do most of the time. Struggle paying for bills. It make no damn sense, man. The contrast. I like that backwards look. You know what? I got an idea. Fuck. Bam! Fuck yes! Ah, but it's too fucking high. I want it to be like all nice and deep. There we go. There we go. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. Smoking pot on a submarine, though, is crazy. Y'all are deep underwater. I bet he got everybody high, though. Hell yeah. Hotboxing that shit. Ugh. It's smoking everybody out, man. Of all the reasons. I'm pretty sure there was a story of my uncle who was in the military. He didn't go see action or anything, but he got in a fight and got his arm broken. Your dad's reason for getting kicked out is way cooler than my uncle's reason for getting kicked out. He got in a fight and got his arm broken, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so he wasn't even smoking inside the submarine? Let the man fucking have a joint. I mean, damn, he's earned it. Let him grab a doob real quick, fuck. Yeah, I mean, we get fucking... I smoke a joint just from having a rush at work, dude. I get home, I'm like, fuck. I had to make a lot of fucking chicken wings a day, or I had to fucking refill a lot of people's drinks. That guy deserves it, dude. He earned that shit. Get him a joint, a blunt, a bong, whatever the fuck he needs, man. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what I'm allowed to be saying on here, what I'm not allowed to be saying. I'm just winging this shit. This one especially, Justin, we've kind of touched on some... I mean, not that. That wasn't that bad. I mean, smoke out of a bong or whatever, but just of age, you know what I mean? But the Hitler stuff, this could come back possibly to bite me in the ass. I don't remember what all I said, to be honest with you. I think I stayed pretty in the ballpark, though. Should be solid. I probably need to dust up on my what's all allowed guidelines-wise. Damn right you deserve that shit. Hell yeah, dude. Just for being over there. Just for fucking going, dude. You're like hundreds of thousands of miles away from your home. In another country where you, I mean, I don't know the guidelines of this fucking shit I'm streaming on. You don't know the laws and shit that are over there unless you put in the time, which would be smart. What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? Hate or anything, just talking about history. Yeah, I agree. I didn't say all of my theories. I got some wild theories on that guy. Who knows, maybe I will come out and say them one day. But they're definitely not true, you know what I mean? The only reason I say I believe him, but the only reason I say I believe it is because my gut tells me there's a good chance, but everything else points to me being crazy. But I guess that's kind of what a conspiracy theorist is, and I've got no evidence other than he looked for these things, and this other guy looks fucking crazy, like he was made in a lab or like stitched together with some sort of Botox. I'm gonna stop there. I'll fucking go off ranting and shit. I don't know, man. But yeah, I was looking into reading that book. I need to. Not because it has some things I should probably, you know, learn and teach myself, but just to get an inside knowledge. A lot of people don't want you to read that book for some reason. So if there's a lot of people that don't want you to read that book, you should probably read that book. I'm not saying read it and take everything, you know, straight to heart, but you should at least dust up on it, read it, see what they don't want you to know, see what if there's a reason they don't want you to know it. I haven't done that with that one yet. I kind of, all the crazy shit's going on, I mean, yeah, but even if so, dude, that was like 3 generations away, and they didn't have anywhere near the technology that we had to communicate. So, I mean, we think that now, if something were to happen, that they're feeding us fucking lies, right? Imagine what they were doing back then when they didn't have technology and humans weren't this close to access to fucking technology. Anybody could be writing those books. Anybody could have pushed that to you or me. Or the previous generations. I mean, someone could have just That fucks my brain a little bit. Each generation, each new fucking group of people, they can slowly tweak things so that way, and then the other generation isn't going to remember everything to a T. Or they could have started us off a long time ago with a brand new shit that we don't know about. And just completely fabricated everything. Yeah. I've heard that, yeah. But I've seen a lot of shit that's changed my mind. That's fucking, I don't know. History to me, yeah, a lot of it can be factual, but a lot of it's open to interpretation as well, you know what I mean? It just because someone says, I'm not saying this is for Hitler or whatever, but just, I don't know, man. I was big into history a long time ago, and now the realization that I was not there to witness any of that, and neither were my parents or my great-grandparents or even my great-grandparents. And most things that I've been interested in, I've been interested in a lot of medieval shit. So anybody could have peddled that to me. I solely have to rely on confirmation from other humans. And I know when I'm telling a fucking story, dude, I'd be exaggerating the fuck out of it. Well, maybe not. Okay, I lied. Maybe I don't exaggerate the fuck out of it. I try and remain pretty honest, so I did lie about that. Maybe not, but there's a lot of people that will exaggerate their stories, and if it's for funny reasons, yeah. If it's comedic reasons, I'm gonna exaggerate for sure. I'll exaggerate my reactions and shit to things. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of diaries and shit like that, but I have not seen anything like that. I probably should read more shit like that. But then again, it's not about reading it. I think everybody should read it, yes, but I don't know. I put a lot of value in, at first when I started reading and trying to smarten up a little bit, I put a lot of value into whatever I was reading. Like I would put research into that book or what it would bring, what kind of information it would bring to me. And then I would put a lot of value, almost like I would put it on a pedestal because I read that book. That book had to be right or whatever. And it took me a while to break that, where I just had to, because a book is a big commitment, you know what I mean? It's not like watching a movie where you go, oh, that just happened. Like if I'm consuming that, that's staying in me. So I would try and be picky, but then that just led me to reading everything on a pedestal, like no matter what, this person's account of history is what happened. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I try and read from here, and then put it together, but that takes a lot of effort, dude. It's a lot different than just fucking checking out, worrying about whatever you gotta worry about. History I do like. But even historical fiction, honestly, I think it's just the vibe of history I like. I don't know, Western's pretty cool. The Western era is pretty cool to learn about. But also, I don't believe a lot that I'm hearing. It just doesn't line up with what... I don't know, man. I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, it couldn't have been that dangerous. I mean, no, it could have been that dangerous, but it couldn't have been... something about fucking, like... savage people coming and cutting your skull off, cutting your hair off. Not cutting your hair off at the root, cutting your hair off at the scalp. That seems fucking terrifying to me. And I know a lot of that was pushed. I'm sure a couple cases of that happened. What do you mean the BBC? What is that, the channel? The Vatican's got a bunch of shit that we fucking don't know about. I don't know, man. If there was one place I could get into, it would be the Vatican. I want to see what they got going on in there. I saw one thing thinking that they had a... Yeah, it is the channel, yeah. What do you mean, archive of stuff? Like, things happening around the world? They had reporters or something reporting on scenes. They didn't want to report that anymore? That's fucked up. That's somebody else stepping in and saying, hey, you can't put this out there. And that right there is what terrifies me, because who's the person that's putting their foot down and saying, I don't want people to consume this kind of information? It's like AI. You can't trust every video that you see now because it's AI, but that's only assuming that we're on the same level of technology that they're at. What if they were what if they've been doing this shit for a long time? Most of the time I can tell now with either a voice cue, a visual cue, or some sort of cue that it's AI, but that's only if everybody that exists on the planet is on the same technological plane that we're at. I don't know if I believe that. I think a lot of the shit we've seen possibly could have been AI from a long time ago. But that's also conspiracy theories. I don't have any kind of evidence for that. Nor do I have the intellect to like elaborate on that without having a book right in front of me and pulling from that book. Yeah, but I mean, we're not the first generation to think that either. Almost every generation has think that they're finally getting something that somebody's been hiding, you know what I mean? What if we're just the next? Like, I've heard of the awakening and all that shit. What if that's just... There was a bunch of different times that human beings thought that they were getting that. And there's a bunch of times in history where the opposites happen. But we, like... I don't know, the satanic panic freaks me out because they did all that already. And now they're doing the same thing with this Epstein file bullshit. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I am a religious man, but I don't know if they're really doing all the shit that they're saying. They did the same shit with the communists, you know what I mean? Absolutely. And I feel like I was kind of just trying to fucking figure it all out, and you can't. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but I could not figure out how to figure it all out. And I say this like I'm giving up on history. I'm not giving up on history, dude. I fucking love doing this shit. But on this platform, I'm a little bit worrisome because I don't have all the facts, you know what I mean? And it requires effort for me to go and find the facts on certain topics. What do I care about enough to go and figure those facts out about? And I think about it, dude. Superheroes always affected me on a level. I took that into like my ethics moving on through life. I am religious. I read my Bible and I listen and consume a lot of, I can't think of the word, theology, shit like that. But I'm nowhere near confident in my ability to discuss those things and have factual arguments. Yeah, but it's different from someone telling you you're wrong and you not genuinely know. And I try and be as honest with myself as fucking possible. And it's very hard. Actually, no, I think it's impossible for you to say that you know everything, and someone could always know something else that you don't know, and then that could flip your whole entire fucking shebang. So I don't know. I try not to fucking. Some things like superheroes and stuff I know a decent amount about, so I can like get into all that. But I'm just worried about poking a fire or something, and that's why I don't. Because theology's always been a big thing. Not a big thing, but especially in recent years, I've been getting into a lot of that, and I would love to incorporate that in the stream somehow. But I don't know enough about it, like to withstand arguments. I know enough about it to maybe introduce people to new ideas, but to withstand arguments and not feel like I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. I probably could with a low level, but other people on here, like I'll watch a discussion between some people. I couldn't form, like Cliff Nettle, I could not form my thoughts like him and pull that shit back and be able to call back points and everything, man. Fuck no, I couldn't do that. He does it calm, cool, collected. And it goes against other people that aren't as calm, cool, and collected, but that shows, you know what I mean? Those tend to be the people I don't listen to. It's behavior. I feel like behavior is the ultimate way of telling if you should pay attention to someone or not. It's their character showing, but that can also be faked. See, especially celebrities and shit. Like I fuck with who's somebody I fuck with? I don't know, Toby Maguire, dude. That's what I've been reading a little bit about. Apparently, him and fucking DiCaprio and all them, they used to hang out in a group. There's DiCaprio, some other people that were lesser known that I can't remember. They would walk around in a group, and they were called the Pussy Boys. And this is all hearsay. I don't know if this is true. Like, I haven't put much into it. I just watched a video, and I looked up some certain shit about a poker game. And there is a short film where they're being, like, degrading as fuck. So this part I do know. I saw that short film. They're being degrading, and they said it was a short film. They were playing characters. But they would all be in a little group called the Pussy Boys because they would... That's a shitty fucking group name. The Pussy Boys? Y'all sound like a bunch of bitches, dude. You sound like you get your ass whipped on the daily. But anyways, they were called that because they would harass women and shit all the time. I feel like it was more Leo and some other lead guys, and Toby was kind of there along for the ride. Toby would not have even gotten Spider-Man had Leo not passed that shit down. And I'll tell you this right now, I haven't watched Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 2 since I was a youngin', since I was pretty young. But I watched Spider-Man 3 probably about 2 weeks ago. That motherfucker, dude, he's the whole issue with that entire movie. The scenery, the cinematography, the scenes, the gothic vibe from the church. All of it. Yeah, dude. Well, I haven't heard much about Leo. I've heard a lot. I did a little bit of research on the group of them. They would like just degrade and harass women, and then there was a short film that came out, and they were all recorded like talking, degrading, and they were all playing characters. But it was a short film, if I'm not mistaken, that them and their friends were deciding to come out with, and they didn't ever think it would see the light of day, and then it did, and they sued a bunch of people for it. Later on, Toby, shittiest Spider-Man we ever got, worst Spider-Man we ever got. The only reason he was good is because he was the first. It's the only reason Toby's good is because he was the first. I have not rewatched the Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, and I know that's a hot take. A lot of people love Toby, but he's just a weak actor. He is a weak actor, especially in that third one. In the third one, dude, it's almost embarrassing. Like when they try and pull off that fucking Bully Maguire, people were not wrong for hating that back then. A lot of people have switched because it's funny now, but it's not meant to be funny. This guy is supposed to be someone who would have been a piece of shit with superpowers had he not witnessed the death of his own uncle. And this is speaking in Toby's time. And he's been given a substance that makes rage feel like a drug and violence feel like a drug. So anytime he's in his job, or his hobby rather, that he actively signed up for is nothing but violence. And he downplays it a lot, but this is doing the opposite. This symbiote comes in and it makes him closer to almost killing people than anybody has ever seen. They did that right. I'll say that, dude. When he threw the bomb at Harry, here's the thing. They should have just kept Venom and Harry and completely did away with the Sandman story. That could have been in the next movie. Sandman was too much. They built up everything for Harry, and I think Venom could have been a good catalyst for them needing to get back together again to fight him, yada yada yada. I could bring them back together again for that final scene. But every scene where Toby shows emotion, terrible. Tom Holland, I mean, I'm just going off now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tom Holland, dude, he's Iron Man Jr. That's all I've seen so far. Brand New Day's coming out, that may change. So my opinion on all of his franchise and everything may change. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Tom Holland has done nothing to impress me so far. Nothing. It's all ultra clean fucking MCU bullshit. I liked Andrew Garfield. He was the best fucking Spider-Man we had. He was... Okay, so the problem that they had with Andrew's Spider-Man is they had him skateboarding in the halls. Okay, I get that. He's not supposed to be cool, but they did it for a reason. If you pay attention, dude, he's swinging and he's doing tricks in the air. That side of Spider-Man comes from the skateboard. That's what they were trying to imply, that when he was swinging through and doing flips and shit, he actually did flips and tried to do tricks in the air. That was because he would do the same thing on a skateboard. So I get what they were coming from with that, and that is the one and only thing wrong with that one movie, in my opinion. Everything else hits the nail on the head. Andrew Garfield in the suit is so charismatic in the way that Spider-Man should be. And a lot of people think Spider-Man wasn't confident. You can be dorky and you can be confident, and that's something that Spider-Man has always been. He's never been scared to ask the girl out. He's always fucking going for it. He's always been whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm gonna ask the girl out, and if she says no, I'm still gonna be alright. That's what Spider-Man was to begin with. Honestly, he was kind of a douchebag. I mean, it's proven in his story. In the Tobey movies, he goes to get his payment from the wrestler guy. The guy fucking robs him and walks right past. He knows he has every physical capability of stopping this guy, but because this guy just fucked him over, he's gonna let this guy slide from physically putting this other man's life in danger from pointing a firearm at him. Anytime you point a firearm at anybody, you are risking their life. So that's what he did. He went and pointed again at somebody, risked their life, took the money from him, ran. He could have physically stopped that. He did not, which then led to that type of crime and violence touching his home when his Uncle Ben, a man who did not have these powers, who did not even know that Peter had these powers, tried to stop him. A regular average day, honestly, worse than your regular average day, Joe, because he's an old man. He's less physically adept to deal with a situation like that. That right there is what makes Peter go, maybe I shouldn't use this for financial gain or any selfish reasons to make myself look cool at school. Maybe there's a real need for me to be out there helping people with the shit that I just got. That right there. And they try to do the same thing with Aunt May. The whole thing that they've done with Aunt May, I wasn't a big fan of. Making her hot, that whole thing I wasn't that big of a fan of. I felt like it was just a catalyst for Happy to be more of a mainstream character. And don't get me wrong, dude, my manager was saying this the other day, Jackson. He said she's technically 50, so like she's on age, she is that. She's like in the right age bracket. But I don't know, man, something about that old lady being your like maternal figure, I like that vibe for Peter. I feel like it fits a lot better. Aunt May that they have in the MCU does fit for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I'll say that, because he's not truly a Peter Parker. I think I don't know, I'm not gonna say that because I haven't read a lot of the recent comic books, so I'm not gonna say he's not truly a Peter Parker. He's not truly my Peter Parker, I'll say that. Andrew Garfield has got my heart forever and always in that role. I feel like he was the RDJ of Spider-Man. He was given a lot of shit. He can't do much with shit. You know what I mean? But I think here's my big solution. One, okay, fine. The biggest solution, give them all some form of media. Give Tobey his Spider-Man series back. Give Tobey a Netflix series or some sort of series to continue that story. Give Andrew his own Netflix series, but keep the Tom Holland movies going. Or give Andrew his own movie series in the Tobey in the Sony universe, and we still get our own Tom Holland. We're getting a second Batman. There's no reason we shouldn't get this 3 separate Spider-Man. But here is my fix-all. You give Tobey his show, fix all the Tobey lovers who love nostalgia, and that's about it. Except for Spider-Man 2. I haven't rewatched that. I do remember it being very good, though. So I'm going to rewatch that and maybe not talk so brashly about Tobey. Maybe give him his own show, but take Sam Raimi from that, put him in with Andrew Garfield. That gives us the gothic church scenes, that type of cinematography that we got in all of the Raimi movies that we love. Every quick shot, every scene, and other shit that we got in there. Plus, we get Andrew's charm and charisma to that role. So Sam Raimi as a director building that universe, Andrew Garfield executing that vision. Those are, I mean, that would be a match made in heaven. We would get 90s Spider-Man from the animated Spider-Man TV show. That's exactly what we would get. I mean, Tom Holland, I get it. Keep it going. You know what I mean? Whatever. There's a bunch of people that like that. I like the whole MCU thing that they're doing. I liked the MCU at the beginning but they've taken the magic away from a movie. It doesn't feel like a couple of guys managed to talk a bunch of people into funding this project for me. It feels like and they may like 4 shows trying to fill them, and in doing so they pretty much ruin downplay. Yeah, if that's what you're using, if that's the design goal of it, then yes, I agree. If it's meant to fix a bunch of plot holes that you didn't pay attention to the plot to begin with, Spider-Man's already got that plot though. We all know what Spider-Man is. Now it's less about filling plot holes in and more about who really captures the authenticity of what personally Spider-Man means to you. To me, Spider-Man is someone who could have been set on a wrong path, but trauma and his own responsibility and the lessons that he learned from other people decided, I'm not going to do this for my personal gain. I'm going to do this to help a larger amount of people, because Ben taught me from day one, with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben did not ever even know Peter had powers. Uncle Ben understood that just because he was educated, he was confident, and he had some sort of capability along with his intelligence, he was going to have great power one day. Ben knew that before even knowing anything about the spider bite at all. That's what Peter's thinking of when he's looking at Ben dying. He's that's not skipping over. It may not have ever been said or said in a panel that I've seen, but that's what he's thinking of in that moment. This guy is an old man. He put himself on the line because he felt that wrong was happening and he had the power to stop it, or he thought he had the power to stop it. Peter has the power to stop anything along those lines, anything as minute as an armed robber or anything. Now, when he gets into like cosmic battles and shit like that, that's different. But on a street level, and I feel like we haven't seen much of that either, dude. I was sitting there, I've been on a Spider-Man binge, so I was sitting there playing Spider-Man 2, and I'm using the Ben Reilly outfit, but a skin with a black suit, and I'm going through nighttime. We haven't seen that, almost like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibe of New York. It's just some random kid. What we have with Tom Holland now is a universe full of superheroes, and another kid gets bit by a spider, so he looks up to all those superheroes. Spider-Man originally was meant to just be some random guy gets superpowers, and instead of using for financial gain. Example, we all know Anakin was drove to the dark side by his betrayal from the Jedi Council, yet in a lot of the shows they added new characters that he grew close to and spun off his chains to the dark side because of his connection to other people and not wanting them to die. And he felt like he had the power to stop it, yet all we know from the movies was his betrayal and his love for Padme. And not wanting her to die. Not all these 30 other people we were only just introduced to. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You feel like it adds a bunch of shit that wasn't there before, and honestly doesn't make a lot of sense for it to be there now. It does make sense for it now, but if you go back and think, it makes sense that you would not have heard about that until now. I don't think would be a problem for 3 separate Spider-Man though. That's what they're doing. Because here's the thing. You're in Star Wars, so correct me if I'm wrong, there's not multiverse or any type of dimensions or doppelgangers in Star Wars. We have that in the MCU, we have that in DC Universe. That's what the plan is with Robert Pattinson, is to have him be an Elseworlds story. There are different dimensions. There's like another universe with Obi-Wan, like on a multiversal level. In the same degree that I'm thinking of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where there's an endless amount of copies in different universes. Because if so, then dude, they've got a lot of story that they could get to. Because basically in Spider-Man, each different one is a whole separate entire universe. So you could have an Andrew Garfield universe where maybe just the Sony villains come after him. We're getting a Scorpion in Brand New Day, so maybe we do like the Sonyverse. Morbius, he's gonna go against Morbius. He's gonna go against. We've already seen Electro. He's got to go against Craven. If they use the same guy for Craven in an Andrew Garfield movie, that'll build hype. Who else did they do? They did Venom. That would be peak. I'm not gonna lie. An Andrew Venom movie would be everything I've ever wanted. And then if they were to do that in the same actor that they used for Flash Gordon in the TASM movies, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, these as Agent Venom. Blow his legs off, give him the symbiote. He's now Agent Venom. Peak. That would be phenomenal. That would be the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made, I think. But I love the Agent Venom storyline. But you could have two separate Flashes. I'm not saying that they have to they don't have to conversate. Okay, so they've got a version of time travel. Okay. It's like a dimension between dimensions. Is that where they're all at when they're ghosts? Like when I see Ghost Obi-Wan, is that where he's at? No, I guess that would make sense. He can't go back in time when he's in that form, can he? And change events. Well, I mean, they could physically alter. They could physically alter things as well, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think what I'm getting at is in Star Wars, you have to follow a relative timeline, a relative continuity timeline. With Spider-Man, you could create a brand new set of circumstances that led him to a brand new timeline. Which is, I guess you could argue, which is what they did with Tom Holland, which is part of the reason I don't like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Okay. So like Luke or Anakin would go into this and well fuck, why did Anakin just go back and fucking stop himself from flipping his shit? He could have been a badass. He's Darth Vader. He's still a badass. He could have been a good badass, a righteous badass. That would have been cool. I loved Anakin in the Clone Wars. I did watch the Clone Wars only because of Cad Bane. I was talking about that with the comic book guy today. Cad Bane's a cool fucking character. I like him. But yeah, I think it would be a separate circumstance for Spider-Man because you can start him off in a completely different universe, which I guess is what they did with Tom Holland. I just don't like the universe they put him in. I like the universe. I don't like the set of circumstances that they put Tom Holland to become Spider-Man in, which there's a lot of legal battles as to why they didn't have him at first. He should have been a first one. He should have been. They should have just used Andrew. They shouldn't have rebooted. They already had. He could have been one of the first. That wouldn't have been one of the first ones still. I think that came out after Avengers, huh? I don't know. I don't know how they would have done that, actually. But I do think they could have kept Andrew. I think they should have kept Andrew. Tom Holland could have been great in somewhere else. So, so he could have went back in time, but him being the chosen one, that was his story arc. That's how he was supposed to bring balance to the Force, was to cool everybody together. All right. I'm picking up. Makes sense. Kind of like an Eren Yeager. Kind of like that. He's got to be the bad guy so that everybody else can live in peace. That's a badass sacrifice. I can't lie to you. It's pretty cool. Have you watched Firefly, Justin? I think you probably like Firefly, but there's not... It's less... it's sci-fi, but it's less sci-fi fantasy. I'm not saying it's not fantasy. I mean, there's spaceships and shit like that. People are living in space, but there's no aliens, which was definitely probably because of budget. But... Oh, dude, it's fucking good. You got Prime? I think there's 14 episodes. 14 episodes in a movie, and it got canceled after its first episode. Or, after its first season. But it's Space Cowboys is the premise. But it's done in a really well way. Where there's the Unification War, which is the Independence and the Alliance. The Alliance is basically the New World Order, one uniform government. The Independents were... And this is well after space travel has been normalized. So, I mean, there are still cars to traverse the planet that you're on, but space travel has been normalized. There are spaceships going around everywhere. People casually roam space and do things like that. There's no aliens that I know of, aside from the Reavers. But Reavers aren't really aliens. I guess there are aliens. They all reside on different planets, but they're all human looking. They're all human looking. Which is definitely done for budget, but they applied that to the story as well. Unless I go into this comic book and read otherwise. But Nathan Fillion is the captain of a ship. Damn, is it 8 o'clock? Holy fuck. He's got Kaylee, who's a genius mechanic. He's got Wash, who's his pilot. One of my favorite characters. See, but I like, I can't get into it, man. I don't know what it is. I've tried numerous times. Like when I was a kid, I watched all of them. I had all of them on DVD, but I still would much rather watch Batman or Spider-Man or something like that. I can never get into the fantasy space thing. It's like Lord of the Rings. I love knights. I love knights. I love kings. I love royalty. I love betrayal. I love all that. I can't get into Lord of the Rings, dude. The orcs and all of the different races. But like tree nymphs and all that, I can't get into that, man. There's something about it. It feels empty to me. Not empty, but like, I don't know. I've tried to get into Star Wars so many different times. I truly, truly have. I tried to rewatch the Clone Wars. I stopped paying attention after a little while. I love the Clone Wars. I do. But I can't finish it. I cannot finish it, dude. I get bored. I get bored halfway through. I love the animation style for the Clone Wars. It's badass. I would watch it when I was a kid. But I just... Like, I can't get into it like I do... The Thing. The Thing is one of my all-time favorite movies, dude. I've put in so much research into that. I could tell you a lot about The Thing. Or superhero comics. Like fucking... Spider-Man. I could tell you a lot about Batman, his entire family. I could tell you a lot about fucking just different superheroes and shit like that. I know a lot about that. I'm cloned to that. It's like I'm addicted to figuring out more shit about that. I don't get that with like Spider-Man or with like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Like Terminator, I got into a small one for. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I got into a big one for. Transformers, I went through a little Transformers vibe. So I don't know. Also, I tried. You know what it was, maybe? Because I kind of go through these whenever something comes out for it, and then like Fallout does that. Every time the Fallout show starts to come out, I fucking go back to Fallout, either New Vegas, either 4. I find something else to love about that franchise. But when that was happening for me, it was The Force Awakening. So I think that bittered my taste up. It was a bunch of hoopla, a bunch of bullshit that didn't make any sense. And I was never big into Star Wars, but I did watch it. You know what I mean? Like, I knew a lot of the lore. Or a decent amount of the lore. The lore that came from the movies. I knew all that. And The Force Awakens just was not a good watch. It was not fun to watch. It was not a good watch. It was, in my opinion, not a good movie. For something that was supposed to reboot a franchise, get a bunch of new people interested in it, I guess it did that. But then I also like The Mandalorian. I really did fuck with The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was good. I think it's Western shit. I like space shit if it's got to do with cowboys. I didn't like Cowboy Bebop. I didn't like it. Before anybody says that, Justin, I think you're the only one in here. But before you say Cowboy Bebop, I tried it. I didn't like it. But they are coming out with a Firefly animation. I think you should check out Firefly though, dude. It's pretty good. The last episode, it's like not racy, but I don't know. The last episode, some guy sneaks on the ship and is like threatening to rape some of the girls, which is, oh, I can't say that word, can I? Grape. That's what I meant. In movie. We're talking about movies here. And that was a little bit intense for me. That one was a little bit too far for me. But there's a bunch of cool scenes of Nathan Fillion just being a badass cowboy in space. It's fucking sick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. And all of his crew is sick. Isn't Sam Wellington, is that his name? Isn't he playing Maul? Is it animated or is it live action? Darth Maul is pretty badass. I do like Darth Maul. That's one of the things I remember is him killing Qui-Gon Jinn. But I've seen a lot of people in the new movies. I've kind of seen this theory, frustration online. Sam Witwer. Oh, okay. He was good as Darth Maul. I've seen him in other. I think was it the Clone Wars he played Darth Maul. There's been some animated stuff I've seen him in, and he does really good Darth Maul. He did awesome as fucking. Starkiller. He did awesome in The Force Unleashed. I love those games. Those games were fucking cool, dude. Speaking of games, dude. We've been sitting here talking for 2 hours here, Justin. Rebels, that was out when my brother and sister were kids. I was never that big into that. You know what I was big into, though? Ben fucking 10. When that came out, I had all the action figures for it. I had this cool RV that would flip out and you could store a bunch of action figures on there. Fuck, I miss Ben 10. They need to redo that for adults. They need to make that more adult themed. Maybe not adult themed, but when I say that, I just mean like add a lot of death in there. Kill a bunch of people off. Dude, Ben 10 was fucking good. It was so good. He's shining from an alien upon a wrist. He's Ben 10. God! I miss that fucking show. I don't miss that show, but I miss the hype that I got from when that show was about to come on. He started effort because I tried to rewatch it as a grown up. Doesn't scratch the same itch, if I'm being real. If I'm being real. Yeah, but if they added like death, that's what I mean by adult shit. If they add a bunch of death and gore and like real stakes into Ben 10, it'd be good as fuck. That'd be so good. Kevin on screen. That'd be cool. Kevin was Ben's friend, who at first, yeah, but it's fucking the Cartoon Network TV show, dude. I try to watch shows like that, like Batman animated series is one of the only shows I've been able to go back and just binge, or Batman Beyond and Batman the animated series. But that's just because of the cinematography of those, the gothic vibe, the feel. I eat that shit up. My mom used to do this thing where there was these stores called movie stops. I don't think they're around anymore, but if anybody remembers a movie stop, hell yeah. But if I used to get we'd have this behavior grading system, and I got put on red a lot. It was red to green. Green was good, yellow was alright, like you're on thin ice, and then red was you're being a fucking dumbass. I got put on red a lot. So if I'd go a whole week, all greens, I'd be able to go to the movie stop and get a movie. And I got Batman and Mask of the Phantasm. I got Batman and Mr. Freeze movie. I got Batman Beyond, the whole first season on DVD. That was my thing, dude. I used to love to go and get movies or DVDs. I miss a DVD collection. I miss a good DVD collection. I do, truly. I may bring that back. My dad's friends. My parents had this cool little flip open CD book, and they had a TV and entertainment center with like a glass panel. But my dad's friends had this fucking little thing, and it would fit all of your movies in perfectly. It was a little tower. God, I miss this. Nah, I didn't give a fuck about baseball. I was in baseball to make my dad happy. I did not give a fuck about that shit. I started to later on once I started realizing that I could be physical. But for a long time, dude, all I did was watch movies, read comic books, and play video games. So I didn't think I was physically inept. I never even tried, to be honest. I wouldn't get past the very beginning where you feel like shit. You have to feel like shit for a little bit, especially when starting physical activity, before you get past it, and then you get to that like runner's high is what I want to call it. I can never give. I was playing with daisies. I was thinking about the comic books I wanted to get from the store. I wanted to go get shit. I wanted to go get comic books. I wanted to go get action figures. I wanted to go get movies. I wanted to get shit that I could just be at home with and entertain myself with. But I miss that shit, dude. I was in baseball, and I really wanted to do martial arts. My mom took me to one karate session, but it was in the middle of a baseball, and she said, yeah, I was not an active kid. I got active later on. I was a fat little kid. I got active when I was like 15, 16. Started losing some weight, started getting a little heavy. Or started losing some weight. Kept the heaviness to me. But I got a little taller. Then I started doing stupid shit. That's why I'm skinny now. Kind of stuck with me. I stopped doing the stupid shit a long time ago, but still skinny. Nah, I was fat. Well, I haven't gotten fat back. I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it, dude. I'm not toned at all. I got a lot of jiggle on me. But once I left fat, I haven't been back yet. And I got unfat at like 17. That's probably when I completely thinned out. I'll build back some muscle, so that way I've got a decent frame. But I am actively pissing away any semblance of muscle structure, dude. I've been sick the past 2 weeks. But even before that, I haven't really been in the gym at all. I have a gym downstairs, a little bag area, a little boxing gym. But I did Muay Thai for a long time, for like a year. But that in anybody that ever, if I ever, am able to make this a career, anybody ever puts this back, I did drugs when I was young. I was stupid then. It did thin me out, if I'm being completely honest. But I was a piece of shit. I was actively a garbage human being with no ethics and no morals. That's what that shit'll do to you. But it did make me skinny. Not the good kind of skinny, but I got the bad kind of skinny. And it was like, okay, well, I'm going to go do tree service. I loved that job. That job's what kind of taught me to be physically inept. I started with baseball and just kind of doing a little bit more around the house. But that is what got me to get into martial arts and actually go to the gym and do Muay Thai for a little bit like I did, is tree service. It not only taught me that I could be physically inept, but it taught me I was good at it. I just had never given it a shot. I loved that job, man, but I was getting $300 a week to drive a 12-ton truck, which I should not have been driving. That was a long time ago. I was 18. I'm 24 now, so I could say that. I had no CDL. I was driving a 12-ton truck. The chip truck was fucking broken, so I'd leave. Now, I did get to drive the chip truck, though, so everybody else would have to stay there. After a little bit, I earned my way in there, but after a little bit, everybody else had to stay there and pick up the heavy-ass fucking logs. It is. Yeah, that's what well, I don't know, man. I feel like I still eat a lot of Little Debbie's and shit like that. I definitely ate more Little Debbie's and shit like that. I guess so, yeah. I guess after a compound long time of you doing nothing but sitting at home watching movies and eating Little Debbie's and eating and eating and eating, and that just compounds over time, that's probably where the weight came from. And then I got out, did some stupid shit that cut me down, and also I was kind of... Exactly. Back then I was kind of in a rough spot. I'm not going to say I was homeless, but I was not in a set place. I was staying at my friend's house. So a lot of the time, food wouldn't be readily available. So that kind of taught me some self-control as well. I didn't have the option. But I appreciate that, because now I'll go back in my little fits where I'll stop and get a honey bun before work a couple times a week, and then I will look at myself and be like, if you wake up tomorrow and you don't have none of this shit, you'll be fine. You'll find something the next day or the day after that. But now sometimes I'll forget to eat, which is probably even worse for me. I lied, because there's fasting. Fasting is the practice of abstaining from eating. So, damn, 4 burgers is crazy, Justin. I'd get 2. I'd get the fries and I get a 10-piece, if I'm being honest. So sometimes I'll still do it just to see if I still got it. Because McDonald's like a once a year thing, because this shit is so bad for you. But my mama didn't cook. My stepmama cooked, but that was later on in life. But my mama didn't cook. My mom's never cooked me a meal. She's bought TV dinners. We've gone out to eat. McDonald's. All that shit. So I'd be lying if I didn't have a taste for a good fucking double cheeseburger, no onion, no pickle. That shit is good, dude. Something about that processed burgers, dude. Fucking good. But yeah, I'll get me 2 little double cheeseburgers, no onion, no pickle, large fry, large Coke. Throw a 10-piece on there too, why not? If I get a 10-piece though, yeah, I guess that's true. I wasn't doing shit. If I ate 5 burgers, I'd have thrown up probably. Would have been able to play Fortnite that night. Or The Division. That's really what I played. The Division, GTA. I played Fortnite for a little bit right when it first came out. I did play baseball, but like I said, dude, I was kind of just there as a spot filler. They knew I didn't want to be there. They were just kind of like, put your ass in right field. If you get anything, you're going to miss it anyways. But then later on, right when I was aging out, I started kind of taking it somewhat serious. I just started getting better at it. So I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I could be a cool guy. And I started hitting the ball a little bit more. Started doing better at catching. They put me at second. That became my new spot, with second base. And I started doing pretty damn good over there, man. Then I aged out. Yeah, I'd throw the fuck up if I did. Oh, you know what? I forgot. My dad didn't like me being fat. So there was a summer, but this is probably what taught me how to get the fuck up and go to work and not call out all the fucking time and shit like that. There was one summer where he made me go work laying sewer drain but underneath houses, not big storm drain, like plumbing for underneath houses and shit. And that shit sucked. Like, I had to go find a water meter, dig all that shit out, find that, turn the meter off. I had to learn how to do all that shit. And it was really more pre-construction. Exactly, yeah. Because I would do that when I got off on my own and I started selling. I was doing stupid shit. I thought I was El Chapo or some stuff, so I was selling stupid stuff. So I was working at McDonald's, and McDonald's did nothing but fucking make sure I had shifts to work. But I fucking called out all the time, and I quit with no 2 weeks notice. And something about that just did not sit right with me, man. It just made me feel like a lazy fucker, you know what I mean? I didn't like that. So, and I think it's because of that summer. Because that summer, dude, I was getting $100 a day. I was fucking working my ass off. But I was still, now that I think about it, that may have been the first time I realized, okay, dude, physical labor isn't that bad if you get through the first little bit. But I didn't apply that till later on. So maybe that was the first time I learned it. I didn't apply that till later on. But yeah, man, I was a fat fucker back in the day, shoving my face with honey buns, playing video games all day. That was definitely one of them. Well, I mean, after that, I was kind of alright. No matter how much pot I smoked or whatever stupid shit I had decided, this is what Jacob's gonna do now, I would still get up and go to work no matter what. I'd secretly wish that I had called out, or when I was sick or something and generally did need to take a day, I would be very happy about it. But I would never. I learned to stop doing that shit. Then I got put in a chip truck, and I was a ground guy with less than a year's experience, and he let me drive a big ass 12-ton truck with no CDL. Yeah, my dad's tried to tell me smart shit, and I just now started listening to him a little bit ago, but he tried to tell me to save all my money when I was a kid so I'd have some yada yada yada, open up an IRA. Now they have a Roth IRA, which is the one I have. So recently I've started listening to my dad, but it took a while, because I know he's telling me stuff I want to hear, but I don't know. It's coming from my dad, so it kind of went all over my head. I'm glad he told me so I can think back on it now, though. Damn, dude, I'm live. Just putting my business out there. I felt like he was right next to me, Justin. Hell yeah. I am gonna hop on the game though. I'm gonna play Crimson Desert. We've been listening to it this whole time. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna be responding. I got my little stream editor up right here, but it may take me a little bit longer to respond. Not too shabby though, dude. It looks good. I like it. I like the look. I like the feel. Now I gotta keep my boxes so I can put them all on a wall, and I'm gonna need some double-sided tape so I can close those flaps. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Cliff. Got a weird neck in that angle, man. Oh, fuck. That's right, I was doing this shit. Fucking A. Take me up. Beam me up, Scotty. I got time. Now, I'm definitely looking at these fucking chats right now, Justin. We got that much fucking time to go. It's like a 45-second fucking elevator ride every time. Like, Crimson Desert's probably as fantasy as I've gone so far. They've got orcs and different kind of ogres and shit. And I am fucking with it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Made it up there. Have you got it yet? I'm not gonna lie, dude. That $70 price tag makes sense as to why you wouldn't get into it. But if you end up seeing it on deal, definitely get it. It's got a lot of content, and don't quit any type of early. This is a game you have to learn the mechanics for and learn how to play it, the way that the game wants you to play. So I did struggle. Even now sometimes it'll piss me off just because there's so much shit to fucking do, dude. Like sometimes I just want to hop on Helldivers and do a couple missions. But it grips you again. It does. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Probably. I could see that happening. I wouldn't be too mad about it either. Alright, let's see what I can remember. Alright, so we need to send me over here. Okay. No. Wrong one. I need that middle one. There we go. Okay, now I'm going over there. What's on this side? Alright. Ah! Not this one, maybe? Okay. Cool. Alright. It's gotta be that one. Aha! Ahaha! Can I climb on this? Hurry up, Cliff. You're gonna fall, dude. Okay. Come on, fucker. Ah! Fucking cling onto the wall, Cliff. Motherfucker. It's too late now, dude. Nah, there haven't been too many great games this year. Not enough spirit. Let me meditate for a second. I haven't even seen any. There's a couple extraction shooters that look good. Nakwan, dude. Nakwan is going to be really good when that comes out. It's an extraction melee game. Ah, you fuck. Ah, yes. Thank fuck. Figured it out. It took me 5 different tries on my last stream, Justin, and I gave up because I kept falling. Look for the person causing the rift. Where's this guy at? What the hell is this? Oh shit. I don't know what that was. I think I was supposed to do that. Okay. Fuck yeah.
While all else changes, you alone remain unchanged. What?
Bye, Cliff. Shit. I spent 2 fucking streams getting up there. And this piece of shit just comes in and blows me off. Blows a little gust of fart on my ass and sends me off the edge of the cliff. I had to fight a black orb floating in the sky to be here.
Oh,
That's the dean of the school I was at. I had to travel to the school that you had to have. First, you had to have like prior knowledge of it to find it. It's called Skull of Stone. But that guy in the blue is the dean. He introduced me to this mad scientist named Octavius. He had these cool fucking eyebrows that came all the way down there. Octavius died because he was mad scientist. We thought he was a good one.
I saw Octavius in the abyss.
And he got sucked in the abyss.
Say Octavius. He instructed me to stop the one set on tearing open a rift.
Please, tell me all that transpired.
At the heart of a storm stood a man standing there. He spoke as if he knew me, and then I was flung from the abyss and ended up here.
Your words are concerning, for that is not a place where just anyone may tread. I must uncover the man's identity.
We don't know who this fucking guy is.
Find out what drew him there, and why. For now, I will halt all experiments related to our efforts. Halt all experiments? Well, everything remains unclear, so act.
Let me out of here. I gotta go back to Howling Hill. Hey. Okay, but how the fuck is it gonna ban you for saying some shit, but this fucking stream bot's allowed to come in here? Wrong button. I want that one. It's a better jump off. They're coming out with a multiplayer DLC, just saying. Shit. Sorry, dear. I need your fucking meat. Fuck a bow. Oh, what? You lucky fucker. Should have ran away. Fuck, I don't have my bow equipped. Oh shit. There's a bandit camp. Let's fucking deal with it. Cliff, you gotta hurry. They're shooting you with arrows, Cliff. What up, bitch? Come here. Oh, he left? What a fucker. You just proved my point. That's why I called you a bitch, dude.
It's the beating you'll remember.
Ah, fuck. BAM! Weren't expecting that, was ya?
Get on with it.
Ah, you fucker. Peek, bitch. Fuck. That's a good peeking job. Peek, fucker. Yeah. You only got what? One more you could take? I got like 12. That's it? That's all you got? Come here. Get rid of that fucking shield. I don't like that thing. Big down. Ah, you're still fucking here? Bam! I see you moving. Oh shit. The fuck is that? What the fuck are you? There's what you are. How about you, huh? I love that that move right there. Come here. What the fuck was that?
Calling you back would be unfair.
Your turn.
Calling you back would
Come here,
be
fucker.
unfair.
Oh, you lucky.
Start his work. I love you.
I got no more heals.
I saw that coming.
I got no more heals. Come here. Whoa! Fucker. I just said I don't have any more heals. Step back on your ass. Fuck, you think I didn't think you was gonna come over here? Alley-oop. Incoming! Yeah, I'd be fucking scared too. If I just saw some guy do that to me, or my friend. Ah! Oh, he's not after me. I saw a giant and I fucking... I'm about to die. Somebody's shooting me with arrows still. Are you fucking kidding me? I blew myself up. Damn, dude, I was fighting hard. What can you do? You gotta return all the fucking way to Howling Hill? Probably should have fast traveled. I literally unlocked fast travel. For that specific reason. Iron? What the hell? Is that what this is? This ain't fucking iron. Who are you talking about? I discovered iron. I don't see any iron. Okay. It says it's over here. So then this has got to be it. Here we go. You fuck. There we go. Hell yeah. Come here, fuck. Is that it? Here we go. Alright. Got me some of that. And a partridge in a pear tree. Here. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. What you got,
More
street
polished
vendor?
gems than usual have come my way today.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
You'll find it
8
useful.
of those. I'm gonna need all of those. I'm gonna need.
I know good
That's
stone
fine.
when I see it.
You want this? You can have it. Honey tea? I want to keep that. Sure. Sit on that. I like that shield too. Alright,
I'll be here if you ever need a lucky charm.
thanks, man. Now, if I run any more fucking bandit camps on the way. Where's her spear at? Her spear.
Go.
The horse system's like Red Dead though. Kind of like the same button and everything. Shit. Fuck. Gotta go in between these mountains. What the fuck y'all doing in my neck of the woods? Huh? You didn't think I was gonna find you? You thought wrong, you piece of fucking shit. Oh shit, I can use this pickaxe to fight? It's not working out very well. Your turn. This works out a lot better. Your turn. Damn. Damn. Give me that. What you got on you, huh? Damn, you only got shit on you? What you got over here? Whole bunch of fuck off. Alright, I gotta go in between them.
Hey,
There's that guy that was just walking there. He'll help me fight if he sees. What the hell are y'all doing over here? This is my area, not y'all's.
come, meet your rent.
Hell yeah. He'll die though. I don't want him to die. I got him. Thanks, man. Hell yeah. Cool guy. I'm gonna take that sword. I'm gonna take that bow. And I'm off. Ooh. Oh, pubic hair. Oh shit, her spear. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that was gonna be that deep.
Go. Hey,
Here it is. Home sweet home.
You're here. Catch your breath a moment.
My robe is all wet. What is this? Going on to the next chapter?
Come on, step in and prove your mettle. I can see your blood racing already.
First day of the Harvest Festival Banquet at Hernan. What the fuck? Alright, assholes. Really just asshole. It's just you, Justin. I'm
Running this
gonna
place
call
is
it a
turning
day.
out to be harder than I expected.
Look like somebody.
Or
Oh wait,
am I
hang on.
just being ungrateful?
I keep
I went to
telling
this
you,
guy.
you shouldn't push yourself so hard.
Oh, this leg's still fine. And both arms are in one piece.
I'm looking for the Grey Mains.
Aye. What is it?
I bring a message from Marquis Circus. A large delegation from Demonis will attend the Harvest Festival banquet. If you are able, he strongly urges that you attend.
A banquet? That's sudden.
The Marquis mentioned he may need your help. I'll take my leave.
I'll think about it.
An invitation to the banquet. We're reaping the rewards of the Marquis's favor. But why? Why would a
I'm gonna wait for
delegation
this
from
cutscene to be over.
Demonis come all this way? A large one at that.
You're right. They wouldn't come without a reason.
Wait, Damien's from Demonis, isn't she? She must have fled for a reason. Shouldn't we let her know?
Aye, we should.
Could the delegation be a pretense for some...
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
Hold on. Where is Damien?
She went out to see someone. Said she had something to look into.
Shouldn't we tell her?
I'll find her and let her know.
We're gonna do that on the next one. Tomorrow. It's gonna be Easter Sunday. So it's definitely gonna be a late stream tomorrow. But I'll be on probably like 6 or 7. But hey, Justin, thanks for hanging out with me, man. Everybody else, Y'all have a good evening, as well as you, Justin. Not everybody else. You have a good evening as well, but you talked to me this whole time, so y'all be good. You have a good night. Hey, you too, brother. I'll see you next time, man. I'll tell you some of my crazy Hitler theories. But all right, peace.